This is created by Minimalish Paper Company on Etsy, and this is a dated planner. Right here, I'm going to show you your dashboard, and we will go through the plan hub within this planner. There's going to be separate videos available for you on each of the other hubs, and that is just to kind of break this down and make it easy. This Ultimate Planner starts right here with this dashboard. Up top, you'll see links to your daily planner, your weekly planner, monthly, your financial hub, and your index. I'm going to make a note on the financial hub. The financial hub was built that you really need to visit that hub to handle your finances. You will not see glimpses of that hub on any of your dashboards, and that is just by design. So when I show you the financial hub, you'll be able to understand why it was hard to incorporate that here, and kind of it makes sense. So this dashboard is going to have right here your to-dos. This is a database called your Ultimate Planner to-do list or task list. You will be able to put anything you want to in here, and you'll be able to put date that it needs to be complete. Right now that is not filtered, but if you want to filter that just to show a day's task, right here you'll click filter, hit date to complete, and then you can say I want it to just show this week, or I want it to just show this month, and that's how easy it is to do that, okay? And then these little buttons right here, if you don't want to see those, just click filter. The filter's still there. If you see the filter button is blue, then the filter is still there. If you ever want to clear those right here, delete filter. Okay, so that's how you're going to do it. Next, we have your calendar. So this is a database. This is your Ultimate Planner Master Calendar. Anytime you see a calendar, that is going to be this database. The great thing about that is anytime you add anything here, it's going to show up in other places within your planner, and you'll see this show up multiple places. Right here, these are called daily pages. When you look down here and you see these that are entered on your calendar that are just dates, that are these pages. These daily pages are built to kind of be just an entry for you for one day. And since it's a dated planner, there is one of these for each day through June 1st of 2023 through May 31st of 2024. And if you click on this daily page right here, you're going to have the date. The item type is daily page. That's relevant. You need to leave that checked on any of the daily pages. You have quick links to your daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly calendars. You can enter in your priorities. This is your calendar in list form. This is that same calendar, but if you put an entry, this is filtered to just show today. Okay. And then same thing, we can click that and make those blue buttons go away. Your task list just for today is right here. And then here we have your daily journal. This is one of my favorite things that's within this planner. This actually lives within the Wellness Hub, but it is right here. We created templates for a brain download, a monthly reflection, a weekly review, and a daily reflect. You can use it for gratitude. You can use it for anything you want to. You can create your own templates. But I really, really love that, and I hope you guys love it too. Here's your habit tracker and your Ultimate Master Calendar. That is that same master calendar we talked about right here. If you enter anything here, it's going to show up on your dashboard. Here's a brain download. This is just for anything that you need to get out of your head. You can click right here. There's nothing special about it, and you can just write. It can be ideas for things, to-do lists, just stuff you need to get out of your head onto paper. You can do that right here. You also can add pictures. You can make vision boards. You can do whatever you want to within that. It's really just a wide open space. Here's your meal planner. I'll discuss this a little bit more in your nutrition hub. However, this is where you can put meals for the week. This is can be filtered for just this week, and you're going to put everything there that you plan to eat this week. Here you have a food journal. You can track anything you want to. Again, we'll discuss this in the nutrition hub, and you can track those items right here. This is a wellness tracker. We'll discuss that also in the wellness hub. And here's that journal again that I absolutely love. Down here below your calendar, you see your habit tracker. That's the same one that appeared on the daily page. All of these are integrated. When you see one, they're going to update in between the spaces. So if you want to track your habits here, if you want to do them within that daily page, they're all going to integrate for you. Here is, and we'll talk about this in the productivity hub, is how to add weekly habits, and I'll tell you how to build that. But you can basically build within this button however many weekly habits you want to track, and you just click this button and it will insert all of your habits there. Here I put your shopping list. There's a multitude of shopping lists kind of built into this. One is just a main shopping list. That is just the shopping list like you would keep on your phone, things you need from various stores. You can sort it by stores. You can put the quantity, your status, and if you purchased it. Here is another monthly shopping list. To me, those are items that you would purchase in the next month, maybe shops that you don't go to as often, or stores you don't purchase from or order from as much. So this is just going to be your monthly shopping list, and we'll talk about that in the shopping hub. Things are a little bit, are kind of set up to organize your shopping list for you. Here you have navigation. These are all the hubs that are included in the Ultimate Planner, which is plan, nutrition, shopping list, goal and vision, productivity, content, financial, wellness, school year, home, travel, summer, and then an index page. And we'll go over the index page in this video. This is part of the content hub. Right here, this is content. So think about anything that you want to read, watch. Someone tells you to watch a documentary. You can enter those in here just by clicking new. You can put the pictures, and then you can indicate if you've watched it already, if you've listened to it already, and you can sort it. Again, there's going to be a filter up here where you can, right here, if you ever don't see that filter button, it's right here. You can filter it if you just want things you haven't read or things you want to read. And down here you have a bookshelf. This can be, right now there's a filter on it for things in progress, which would be books you're currently reading. You can change that to your to be read list or however you want to, and in the content hub we'll go over that. Next, let's go to your index page. This index page is it is pretty comprehensive, not exactly comprehensive, but it is pretty much every single page within your hubs you can access pretty quickly. So right here, you go here, you're looking for something specific. I want to go right to my wellness tracker, right to my reflection journal. You can go there that way. So let's go into the Plan Hub. That's what we're going to talk about first. This Planning Hub, just right here when you click on Planning Hub, it's going to give you your instructions. Tried to include instructions throughout it of how this would work. Each day is already built for you in the master calendar starting on June 1st, and that's a database that will hold a daily page for each day in your daily planner, and that's that daily planning page that I already showed you. There are daily, weekly, and monthly planners that will actually stay the same. There's not a dedicated page for each month. Those are going to shift because there's filters that will make it focus on the current month that we are in. You can remove those filters if you want to. You can set them up however you want, and we'll go through that. And then the hubs are set already, but you can personalize and adjust these as needed. If you find some things in the daily planner that you don't need or the weekly planner that you don't need, but you would like something else, you can definitely add those. The financial hub, again, is not going to appear in any of these pages just because that is set up to kind of work on its own. So here when you go to the daily planner, this is going to give you a place where you can see everything for today. So this is going to be that task list that we talked about right here, the daily task. This is going to filter based upon what is relevant to today. You see right here, I set that filter day to complete this day. If you do not want it to be relative to today, you want it to maybe show things for this week, you can click that, or this month. Maybe you don't want it to filter at all. And so right there is that filter button, and you can change that. This is your agenda. This is actually the same master calendar we saw, but this is going to list events for today in list form. So this is anything set to go on this day. This is not going to include the daily pages that would appear here. And so you'll be able to enter that in. So if you have an event for today, you can type it in here and it will appear on your calendar. Next up, you have your habit tracker right here. And then you have your meal planner again and your daily journal. That's what lives here. Those daily planning pages that I showed you are going to appear here. Right now it is filtered to just show this day, but let's change this and have it just say we want it to show everything this week. And then we have one of those pages appear right there. We can click right there. So it's completely up to you how you want to use this, and you can structure that however you want. You also have instructions up here in this drop down, and then you have access to all of your main hubs. Okay, we're going to go back to plan. Let's go to the weekly planner. So here's the weekly planner. Again, this is going to look incredibly similar. You can have those same kind of buttons. Your planner pages here, they are going to be relative to this week. So you'll have all of your daily pages appear here. If you want to change those to only show the ones for this day, that is completely fine. Here you'll have an agenda item. You see we have an item on the agenda that actually appears on the master calendar, but here it's going to show up in the list. Same thing. This is your task list. This is your habit tracker and your calendar view, your journal, and your meal planner. So the daily and weekly planning pages are similar. Next, let's go to the monthly. This is a bit more comprehensive. So when you're looking at your month, this is going to be a task list that's going to show all of your tasks for this month. This is your shopping list. So your monthly shopping list that we showed you on the front page of the Ultimate Planner also lives here. These would just be things that you need to buy monthly. You can make this standardized as you want to, or maybe this is just, maybe that's how you keep your kind of general shopping list. That's really up to you how to use. Here you're going to have a calendar view of the same thing right here. You see how that recital that was on the list form shows up here. We have a trip. We later travel in here. And here we have those daily planner pages. This will actually show all of the pages for the month. So once we're into a month that the calendar is set up for, you will see an abundance of pages here. Next up, we have the journal. And remember here, there's a monthly reflection page. So I want to show you that. If these are going to open, and this is called Side Peek. You can drag this out and make this bigger just by pushing that barrier over. And this is going to say this month I was, and I just kind of entered in some blanket words here. But what you want to focus on, your goal progress, your brain download, anything like that. Then here I have access to your note function. There is a database in here under productivity that's just notes. If you're someone who takes a lot of notes for work, maybe you take notes when you take courses or you read, you can put any kind of notes you want to in here. Here's that brain download that we discussed earlier. And anytime you enter, maybe you go click into here and you're like, okay, never mind. Notion will put an untitled kind of box here, or they'll put an entitled entry, and you just click on these little buttons right here and hit delete. This up here is your goal planner, which we're going to talk about your goal and vision hub. Your goal planner has a task list because a goal without a plan is just a wish. So this is a task list. So if you set a goal of, I want to read 25 books, what is your task list that has to do with that? If your goal is, I want to redecorate my living room, or I want to start a new business, what are the tasks that you would break down for that goal? And you're going to enter those here. Right here, you have your Ultimate Planner Inspiration Hub. That also lives within the goals. So this is really an inspirational section, a section for things that you want to do. And you can get in here, you can add vision boards, you can pin, you can do anything you want to. Here, this is that same bookshelf that lived on the front page. Right here, this is filtered to just show the books you're currently reading. If you want to change that, right here, you can check, I want it to show my to be read list, and I don't want it to show what I'm currently reading. And here we have Emma, which is on the to be read list. And if you want it to maybe show everything, you can hit uncheck all of those and it will show everything. So you can put books you've completed, books you're currently reading, and books to be read. That is completely up to you how you want to filter it. But we're going to go back to what you're currently reading right now. Next up is your reading goals. This is just a little gallery that we've set up. Right here is your number of books read. If you want to read 25 of 100, which is what this is set up to be, you can do that right here. And that's just a little picture that I inserted right here in this note. You can change that out for anything you want. Next up, we have your wellness tracker. We'll talk about this in your wellness hub. Right here, you're going to be able to track sleep, exercise, meditation, anything that you want, just really how your day was, your mood. You can do that right in here. And we'll talk about that when we go over the wellness hub. And here's your exercise tracker and log. Your exercise planner lives here. So this would be where you would plan out your workout. Your exercise log is going to be exactly what I did. Okay. So that is it for the planning hub and the Ultimate Planner dashboard right here. You will see links within each of those hubs to the YouTube tutorial for those hubs. There's also instructions if it's somewhere where I felt like you needed instructions. So just dive in. You can keep clicking on these links and watching the tutorials. And if you ever need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. If you find broken links or you're having issues, I certainly am happy to help you troubleshoot your planner.